I thought I would be so relieved when I got an agent and I would be like, this is, I feel validated. But it's actually just like.
Yeah, you feel pressure as well. Of like,
yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome to That's a Wrap, episode 3. Today we have the beautiful, incredible, lovely, fabulous, incredibly talented Georgie Dula. Georgina? What do you prefer? What do you prefer?
Georgie's fine. Gina, Georgie.
Georgia. Not
Not that.
Georgia. Okay. Off to a great start.
Great.
So, Georgie is another one of my acting school graduate friends. We graduated acting school, except we've known each other longer. It's been like, how many years now?
2 years more than that.
So this is the third year of like acting school life plus so 5 years.
What? Wait,
So
5?
you're 11, year 12, and then acting school first year, second year.
And
then
we're
this
going
year.
into the 5th.
Yeah, this is the 5th year of knowing each other's existence. Sorry. Okay. So Georgie is an actor. She's also a angelic, beautiful singer and songwriter. And anything else you want to add in there? Directing the Book Nooks, as we've mentioned in one of the, maybe both episodes actually. 2 shout outs for you.
Yay. Yay, Book Nooks.
Yay, Book Nooks. Anything else you want to add to that list of crazy talents?
Wow. I mean, look. That's a lot. I mean, I'm in the midst of writing something, but I don't know that I would be like, writer is me.
Writer. Well,
maybe once I'm at a Book Nooks level of writing, then I'll be like yeah.
You've like got the show, whatever you're writing up there. And yeah. I feel that.
But I think we'll stick to that list.
That list? All right. Keep that in mind, everyone. I've got a question for you. We're going to go a bit more into music today. We'll do a bit of acting talk too, but this is a performing arts podcast, so we have to talk about all aspects.
Indeed.
Of the arts. Just to get cracking. Just to like get the ball rolling, as they say. What is on your mind for this week?
Well, it's only Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
It this Tuesday? Yeah.
Wow, it does not feel like a Tuesday.
No. I worked Monday.
Yeah.
Made
IGA.
some delicious coffee for people. And then had the Book Nooks rehearsal.
Book Nooks rehearsal.
Directed the first and only.
First and only. We're going into this episode
with a great, strong. But no, I actually thought that it went very well. But the cast knows their characters. Like they've done a whole episode now.
Yeah.
It was kind of just like
the nitty-gritty.
Let's run the scene and see what comes instinctually with your characters.
Yeah.
And I was like happy with it.
Yeah, me too. I think it was good to get like people's mouths around the text and the blocking. The blocking's a big one.
Yeah. I feel like that's the thing that I stressed most about like directing in the first episode, because we hadn't been to Bianca's house yet, so we didn't know what the vibe was like in her house. But now I know it, so I've got it in my head, and we're like, Mel and I were like, wait, so the TV's like there. So I feel like it was good. Like I enjoyed that rehearsal.
Yeah,
and I felt like it was so much more like chill than the first one, because like we know that we can do it now.
Mm-hmm. And what do you feel like directing all of your, basically your friends, but being the director? Like
I love it and I hate it because I'm like, I know that I can say, also I've done 2 years of acting school with all of you. So I'm like, I know I can say like practically anything, but then also like, I know people are going to be like, would my character do that? Or like, would it? So it's like, sometimes I have to bite my tongue, like just like let them do their thing. But it's not even like, it's been pretty easy. Like, it's not like I've really had to hold back with anything anyway. So
I feel like you've, like even yesterday, because it hadn't been a while since you've directed us, and just all the suggestions that come out, I'm like, so true. And you're good at like catering for each person, I think. It's good because you know them, because it's easier to...
The first episode definitely helped. Also, I was surprised by the first episode with how much like you guys are reading the script, doing the blocking, and then I'm like, oh my God, do that when you say that line.
Yeah.
Like I want to direct, it's so fun.
Okay,
so directed the Book Nooks.
Yeah, that's this week.
Rehearsal. Then I went home and after the pub, and I actually proceeded to continue writing the first episode of the script of the TV series that I'm writing with my dad.
That's so exciting. I don't know anything about this series.
I do remember mentioning it to you.
You've mentioned it, but I don't know.
See Alex King, shout out. Yeah, I remember mentioning it to you when we went to see her perform, but we were out for lunch one day and Mum goes, you have a similar sense of humour. You have a lot in common. You love the same things. You both acting, actors, like, you know, same industry. So why don't you write something? And it literally never occurred to me. Like, I remember like listening to your first podcast episode and you're like, what? Podcast? This was never in the... And I was like, same. Like, what? Like, I'd never... But it's weird because he's literally the reason that I love all of this. And
and
it's a full circle moment because I'm like, oh my God, like everything I've done is because I've watched you do it and now I'm about to write something about us.
That's so cute.
So yeah, it's loosely and not loosely based off us, but it's still in the early stages. Done like a rough draft of the first ep, nearly the full ep. And
is it like a long series or like 20-minute, 40-minute?
Yeah, I don't know.
Would you put it in like
I wouldn't say it's longer than half an hour. Like
where, if it got picked up, where do you imagine, like what platform would it go to? Like what's its vibe?
I wouldn't really want it to be on like a YouTube TikTok vibe. Like I would I would want it to be like streaming.
No, I mean like Stan, Netflix, like in Dreamland.
I don't know that I have a preference right now.
Do you think it would specifically suit a certain one? Or is it too early?
I feel like Stan's got all the good Aussie shit. So like, I feel like it would make sense for it to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess Stan.
Damn, because what's the genre? Is it comedy?
Comedy, drama, yeah.
Dramedy. Or I was going to go the other way.
Comorama.
I like that kind of more actually. Okay.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so that's in the works.
Do you have any, are you just kind of feeling it out and doing it when you feel like it, or are you kind of like, let's get it done this year?
No, well, I obviously have more time on my hands than him because he's running a studio, but like we just do it when we can, I guess. Like we only came up with this idea earlier this year. Like literally when I saw you, we hadn't even come up with the full idea yet.
Yeah.
So I think right now it's just like there's no rush, But it's like it's taking up my creative brain space right now. Like it's like I'm like I want to do this.
I love when you get to that point, and for me it's like I'll be in bed and I'm just like, and I can't sleep because I've just got all these, and then you're like, I have to write it down, and then you wake up the next morning and you're like, what was that idea?
That's why you have to write it down because I forget it in the morning. Yeah,
it's really bad.
Yeah,
oh well.
But that's that.
Exciting. So that's this week. That's how you feeling?
Yeah, that's what I did. Well, it's only Tuesday, so
yeah.
Monday,
what about the future of the week?
Lesson. Future of the week. What date? Wednesday tomorrow. Working. I think I'm going to have another singing lesson because yesterday's one was cut short.
Damn. Her dad is a singing teacher, for those that don't know, which would be most of you. And yeah, she gets to do singing lessons. #jelly.
Jelly belly.
Jelly belly.
Smelly. Sorry.
No, I did start that one. Okay. You write music. You got this cool, what was that machine? Not a machine.
Boss RC 505 loop station.
And how would you describe a loop station to those that might not fully know? It
looks like it's a DJ set, like what the device that DJs use. I don't freaking know. But it is not. It's kind of like better and more free way to use like a music software like GarageBand or what's the other one? Logic Pro. It's
Logic. Audacity.
It's like a more freeing way. Like you can like connect your guitar to it and it just like loops sounds. Like you can literally play like a first verse and you can already like loop that and like create like it. I feel like it's because I struggle if like I'm like, oh, I don't know what, like I don't want to fit into a box with my music. Like I'm like, I don't know what I want my sound to be.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what I want my songs to sound like.
Yeah.
So I find the device helpful in that way that you can almost make it sound like anything because there's so many different sounds on the device.
Yeah,
so
I really want. That's so cool.
It's
so fun. Is it fun?
Try it together.
Can we please?
Can we do that?
Can we actually?
Let's
like,
do that.
Actually,
we could like
that'd be
write
so
a song
fun.
together
Please.
and then bloop, bloop, bloop.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like my good songwritingness comes from. Oh, I don't know. It's like when I write a good one, I usually like it because of the lyrics, like the.
Yes, that's the other thing I was telling you. I
was like,
struggle about
lyrics.
Like I'll either find a good like, oh my God, these lyrics are bussing. Like bussing. And then I won't know what I want the instrumental like
Yeah.
pacing vibes to be, or I'll be
It's
like,
always one or the other. It's always one or the
exactly.
other. I feel like having two brains on it would be
Yes.
like Daisy Jones and the Six. I always think about it. I'm like, when I write a song and I tend to get it and then I'm like, oh, I finished that in like 3 hours, and I'm like, that seemed way too easy. And then I think
I'm
back
like,
to Daisy
oh, no,
Jones.
it must be shit then.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, wait.
No, because in Daisy Jones, didn't they used to like, they'd sit like that time in the hotel, not the hotel, the friend's house or something, and they're like sitting for hours, like fixing particular words. I'm like,
always
surely
think
not.
of that
like,
one scene if I get imposter syndrome when I'm writing songs.
Is
I
it
always think of
that?
that one scene in Daisy Jones and the Six. It's Sam, whatever his name is. And yeah, they're sitting there and they're
Yes,
just like,
that's my imposter. I get this exactly what I
Yeah.
think, and I'm like, okay, well, it's not good because I haven't done that scene. And it's like they've got a guitar and they're sitting down and they're like,
oh, do you find that scene, do you think, wait, I think we're like on the, because I was saying I always feel comforted
oh,
by my
I feel like, oh, they're so much better than me and they're putting so much more work and effort into this, and mine's not good enough.
but that scene was pretty chaotic. Like they were like, oh my God, like they couldn't get along and they couldn't like write
Yeah.
it together, and they had so many breaks, like they went off dancing and drinking and stuff.
That's true.
So every time I'm like struggling with the imposter syndrome, I'm like, wait, they were like goofing around so much. Like this is fine.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
go back
No, I'm like, because if I get one done in like a day, I'm like, that just felt like it happened too fast, and like, did I not put enough thought into it, or did I not?
I usually
I
feel
not-
like that quite often,
Yeah.
and then I'll just like gather my thoughts, go back to it, and I'll end up like changing a few lines or something. I feel like it's normal.
There you go.
As
Creative
Yeah.
work. That's that for you.
that's that. That's
There's never a final product
no, there isn't.
except for
and
the
that's
one
so
you
true.
pay to release.
Release.
And that's final.
That is fine.
Even then, you can do a rewrite.
you
and-
can do what are they
and
called?
yeah, I don't know. What has Taylor Swift been doing? And she like did a whole new album. I don't know.
Taylor's version or something?
Yeah, her version of the. Yeah, I think that's a bit different.
Yeah, that was.
I don't
yeah,
want to
that's
upset people with my lack of knowledge there.
Yeah, that's definitely a
cut that
different
one
story. Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't know. I love this idea. You don't know what box you want your music to be in.
Yeah, because I feel like the music I write, like I have a guitar, but I love R&B, but like they don't always fit together. And what I write, like what I play with my guitar when I'm singing, isn't always matching what.
You imagine.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
me as well.
Yeah,
I'm
right?
like, because I imagine a lot of my stuff a lot more upbeat or a lot more like layers under it, but I can't play drums and I can't play guitar. So I started sending things to my friend Adam in Tiny Chat, actually. I'm like, this is the piano demo. And he's like, oh yeah, you could add this under and that under. So it's kind of cool. Like if you
Yeah.
have other people that could do it for you, but you can't, like I can't hear a drum beat in my head that I want, if that makes sense.
I can do that, but then I'm like, how do I
Do it.
do this?
Yeah. Because I also struggle with like, I don't want to actually really put anything out because like TikTok's
Yeah.
different, but like I don't want to record something and put it out because I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
But I also think like your brand and style of music is just your voice.
Yeah,
and your,
that's so true.
And that whatever you do will just be that
is
style.
so true.
So-
and that is wow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
love
you could
that.
do almost anything. As long as you're not doing, or you could probably do like a country song and then go into like
I'm
crazy
going
pop
hip-hop,
mix.
yeah.
Like I don't know.
who can stop me though. Like,
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like there are no rules.
Yeah, I guess that's why it's a little bit like, what do I
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
But let's do one together.
Let's do that.
Let's actually book a
Let's
day.
actually
After this,
book
when this is
yeah.
over, we're putting a day in a calendar. Thank you.
You best believe it.
Thank you. And do you want, with your music, do you want to just record it, get it out, start performing it, become a famous musician?
Look, I mean, it would be great if I could make money off it, obviously. And I just really love doing it. So to be able to like have the equipment and the humans that can help me do it like easily.
Just to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
I think that's the other thing is like this world. Well, I mean, people like we have so many options,
yeah.
and if you have enough money for a loop machine or for even a guitar or like you can kind of, and you know, a podcast studio, like you can just
Yeah,
do it.
do
And I
anything.
think sometimes it gets hard, like you lose sight a little bit of like what exactly.
Too many options.
Too many options.
Yeah.
I'm feeling too many options right now in my life.
Too
which
many
is good.
options.
Like that what
Yeah,
a blessing to
that
have
is
too many.
That is definitely,
But
it could be a lot
a
worse.
lot worse. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm about to maybe compose for a short film, and I'm
You did talk
potentially I
about
have to do like a sample for them, and then they tell me if they want me.
Mm.
But then I'm like, that would take up a lot of my time, but it would only be for like a month.
But also, we say there's too many options, but imagine doing that on top of all the other things you're doing.
Yeah.
That's like so many skill sets and things that like
but then
you
I
can
also
use
think,
again.
Yeah, I could use again, but I also think it's good to have different skills, but like it's only really good if you're using them to get up and up. But you could, if I just became a composer, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. But like, you could compose and then be like, oh my God, I love this so much. And then like want to pursue that. And you can pursue that on top of
acting.
Yeah.
That's the thing, isn't it?
What's it called? Multiple
income streams?
Revenue
streams? You're so right. No, you're so right with that. I mean, I don't think I'm getting paid for this if I do it.
But it's your first
one
gig of composing.
And Mel wants me to do it for her one.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Maybe we can collab on that too.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Heck yeah.
Freaky deek, yeah.
Freaky deek. Yes. No, it's just a wide, wide world.
It is very wide. Sometimes it's too wide, but then you remember it can't be wide enough.
That's true. And it's also, I guess it's good to do as much as you can, because then you're not like keeping yourself in one little headspace.
Yeah.
It'd be so boring. Like I want to travel, which would be my physical equivalent of staying interesting. But my mental equivalent, I guess, is doing all of these random things.
Yeah, for sure.
And making no money from them.
Gotta start somewhere.
My next question. I guess this is kind of what we're already saying. How you work a lot, would you say? A fair bit. And how are you juggling, because you've got singing lessons, you're directing this, you're writing music, you're writing a script. Like, how do you find it is to juggle everything, especially when you don't, and you have an agent as well, so you get random auditions here and there?
Well, like it's not easy. It's bloody tricky.
Yeah.
I find I have to make the maximus millionus most out of my days off. Like, you gotta be like, which makes it harder. Like, you feel like you're constantly hustling. No, but you have to do that. Like, you have to make the most out of your days off, because if all of these things that we're doing, like they're passion projects, you know, like so it's enjoyable. It's not like handing in an assignment for
God.
Don't miss that.
Don't miss that at all.
No, but literally I was at work the other week. This was like the end of last week. And I got a audition for the following day for something I don't think I'm allowed to say, even though I didn't get it. And I was at work that day. So it's like also like I thought I would be so relieved when I got an agent, and I would be like, this is I'm feel validated. But it's actually just like,
yeah, you feel pressure as well. Like,
yeah, but also like you have to keep doing everything else so that anyway. The following day I got was the audition, but I was working that day and I was like juggling, like, do I, like, this isn't even a callback. Like, this is just the first round. Do I tell my boss that I have to go do this audition? Anyway, I ended up asking for a self-tape, requesting a self-tape. Did the self-tape on the night so that I could fit in the whole shift for the following day without, like, taking time off. So, like, that's what it is. It's just like juggling that stuff.
Constant juggle.
Yeah. Juggle.
Yeah, and then I find, I don't know if you probably relate, like I find it hard to have, because it's all passion stuff and it's all stuff I like, and there's so many random like I could work on the book notes, I could work on music, like you can just do so many things. I struggle to not do anything. Like today I was watching a movie, which is quite rare, unless like at night I usually
quite rare for you.
Watch a TV show, watch a movie. But yeah, do you have a similar thing of like, or are you good with balancing like time to just actually enjoy nothingness and just chill?
I feel like, like sometimes I get myself in a state where I'm like, well, I actually have no other choice but to just sit the freak down and chill the freak out because this is too much. But it's also in a way like if I'm songwriting and I'm like, oh, like I've given it a good shot for the day. I don't know why I did that. I've given it a good shot for the day. Like, then I'll go and work on the script or like, you know, yeah. I feel like just switching between
feel it out.
But I do struggle with that. That is, tricky.
But that's the good thing about if you're watching a TV show, you're like, I'm just doing acting work. I'm studying actors.
I genuinely feel that way when I'm watching TV. I'm like,
you always come with comments of like, oh, this person.
Yeah. I feel like I've taken so much from characters watching telly.
Yeah,
Like,
which is so good. That's really
so
good.
fun.
That's like, I forget the variety that there is like for screen. So
For sure.
I am happy that I started a movie.
Yeah. And don't beat yourself up about that.
No. This is what I'm getting better at. I'm improving.
Yeah. Oh.
Didn't hurt. Meant to do it.
You did used to beat yourself up about that a lot,
I
but
did.
I think you
I
really
know.
have improved.
Thank you.
I do.
Appreciate that. I do. Well, that's nice. I love asking people this because everyone has a very different individual experience, which is literally the reason for this entire podcast. And what would you say, you mentioned music a little bit, but just in any aspect of your creative life, what are your main struggles? Like, do you have reoccurring issues that keep coming back on projects, or is it always a different little thing that you have, or like, is there a specific like skill that you wish you could improve on, or like, you know?
I think I've already said this a few times, but imposter syndrome is definitely up there. Like, it's like, when will I feel?
I think never.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know who, but I feel like I've heard celebrities be like that they still get it.
Which is crazy. Because, like, I'm trying to be.
Yeah. Like, you're the
Yeah.
the person I feel like an imposter because of.
Can you ask the question again?
Yeah, just what are your challenges? Like, what's your more consistent issues that you find in yourself when you're doing creative stuff?
Yeah, I think definitely imposter syndrome, and also like when I'm working on all of these projects, which I love doing, I'm like, I have to like snap myself out of being like, oh, like what am I doing this for? Like what is the end goal? Like what is the purpose?
That's interesting.
That one's not so up there.
Not as big of an issue?
Yeah.
But
But
you
it's
just
just like sometimes it happens and I'm like, no.
like you wonder, wait, do you have an example?
This is so minuscule, but like I'm doing screen tests, right?
Yeah.
Like I've done a few screen tests and then I'm like, I don't end up putting them up anywhere. And I'm like, I was
Yeah.
doing that to work on my craft, but then like do it, like I should be putting that up somewhere.
If
for
you
people
if
to
you
see.
like it.
Yeah.
If you like it. Yeah, I had one the other day and I wanted to put it up and then I didn't like it enough. And
Yeah.
screen tests is a big one actually because people say just film them and just have them and
Yeah.
keep your portfolio going. But it's
Yeah.
also, where's it going to? Like if I put my screen tests on my
Yeah.
YouTube page.
Another massive struggle. Okay, this one's probably like really up there. At SAS, like we always had feedback from our work, right?
Yes.
I want feedback.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally looking at myself acting and I'm like, yeah, like I'll redo that. Like that was a better one. Like I need exterior.
You need exactly. Well, do you do it with your dad usually?
Like I'll most of the time I'll show him and he'll be like, yeah. Or like he'll give me feedback.
Yeah.
Like we'll redo it or it's a good one or like, but it's just like hearing that from those tutors and like other people felt.
Yeah, like trained. Oh, he's trained.
No, he's 100% trained.
Having
but
like
I just
other
mean
acting
like
teachers
multiple.
and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like you usually have to book a coaching session with a lot of people, or I think occasionally you can kind of ask for just, hey, could you look at this and let me know?
Yeah.
But usually it's like you want
Even like Friends was a good idea.
Yeah, Friends is really good actually. But the thing is, I prefer to get the feedback in the moment so I can just fix it on the next take instead of like showing them after and then all these things I couldn't change.
So true.
But I think the other thing is I think it's good to do it with different friends. Like if it's convenient to have one or two that are close to you or something. But like if you do
also
it with
want them to
different
be
active friends, yeah. Because then you get different kinds of feedback from different people and they all have different ways of giving it, which I always find so different and fun. And then you start to find who gets the best out of you as well, which I need to do more self-tapes. I really need to do more because I want to.
Like good, like it feels good doing them.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh yes.
I'm acting.
That's, I want to act with humans all the time, like every day.
No, yeah. The book nooks yesterday literally made me so much happier than I've been recently.
Yeah.
Just remembering that acting's a thing and everyone does it together and you just make offers and just have fun.
That's the thing that screen tests can't give me.
Yeah. That's the other thing, you're very much, well, you don't have to be in your, there's even like, I don't know, companies and clubs and things that have like a studio for that kind of thing and you can just book it and go. I think sometimes you have to pay it, but some you can just go and like you can have other people that are random actors there and you can all help each other. I don't know, I've heard it somewhere, but that's the thing too.
And like workshops.
Yeah, workshops. Yeah. Got to go to some workshops.
We've got to go to
and I was saying we have to go to more networking events again. Even though they're painful, we have to go to them.
But why did I feel like there were so many at the end of last year?
Yeah. There's not. We also have to find them though.
Yeah.
We're going to do searching. If anyone knows any good networking events coming up soon, let us know in the comments below.
Please do.
Please.
Because we are trying to meet you there.
Same with anyone that is doing music and wants to, I don't know, help us out.
Yeah. Help us out. Hang out with us.
Collaboration station for the nation. Thoughts on that one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Before we continue, make sure you give Georgie a follow on Instagram. Anywhere else? I'll link it below.
That'll do.
Instagram, thank you so much, everyone. And now let's continue.
What do you feel?
For some reason, the word coming to mind is bottomless, like a bottomless pit. I don't think that's in like a bad way.
I hope not. I really hope you don't feel like a bottomless pit in a bad way.
I don't know.
Oh no. No bottomless pit.
I mean like in terms of ideas, like right now.
Oh right. Everything's just exited.
Today I woke up and I just chose nothingness.
Oh my God, you know what happened to me today?
What?
This was not a good start to my day.
Oh God.
I went to bed knowing that today was my day off, that I did not have to work today.
Oh.
My little sister had obviously slept in through her alarm and was late for school. And my mom knocked on her door and was like, Jazzy, sweetie, are you going to get up? Like, it's nearly time to go to school. And I was like, I thought it was me.
You
like
thought you had to go to school?
My sleeping brain was like, oh my God, I've slept into work.
I hate that so much.
Like, I need to wake up and get ready. And I did the whole full Isn't this in the Diary of the Wimpy Kid where I don't know what it's in, where he like pranks him and he's like, I was like halfway there. Like
my sister's done that once.
I'd gotten up and like went to get out of my PJs and do my skincare routine.
How did you realize?
I was like, wait, I haven't even looked at the time. Like, am I even late yet? And I was like, looked at the time. It was like, what? Not even 7 yet.
Oh my God.
No, it would have been past 7. It was like 7:30. Yeah, it was 7:30. And I was like, it's Tuesday, babe. Like, go back to bed. Like, what are you doing?
That's actually horrible. That would make me so mad that I lost that sleep.
I was mad, but then I was like, oh, I can literally fall back asleep right now.
You could. Once I'm up, I'm up.
That's not me.
That's
I can go back to sleep.
I actually can't even fathom that. That's amazing.
It's not very good though. Like, I think it's better to just stay awake than like.
Why is it not good?
Interrupt your sleep cycle by waking up and then going fully back into sleeping. I just feel like I heard that somewhere, but it could be so wrong.
Sleep specialists out there? Anyone?
Another career path for me, perhaps, potentially.
Well,
what's on your mind, Madame? Also, can I just say I'm actually so proud of you. It's literally March, and look at you, go-getter.
Thank you. Thanks. That's what happens when you just get really bored and don't have a job, and you just
But you seem to be making the most out of your days at home as well.
And it's purely because I'm avoiding that sense of insanity. Yeah, you know,
for sure.
But hopefully, I'm starting a job soon, so have a
back?
life again. No, but I think they're just taking their sweet time, and we'll eventually. I think after Easter, I'm assuming. But no, thank you. I appreciate that. And because what's on my mind is like I recently it's been rough recently. And the last 3 days I started waking up and then doing YouTube Pilates in my room in the morning. And that has changed the last 3 days for me. I don't know if it's just part of like your body just kind of like has really shit times and then good times. And so maybe I'm just finally back in a good time. I don't know.
But exercise is supposedly really freaking good for you as well. So waking up and that being the first thing you're doing. Yeah. It's like, let's get them.
It feels like that. And just my mental health improved so much in the last 3 days. I feel this is different. This is a different topic.
You jinx it.
No. I feel this is not even acting anymore. I feel
really not.
That's fine. I feel open to like dating and love and stuff again. Literally this morning I woke up after Peter told like a really wholesome story at the pub last night.
Guys, I don't think
we can.
We know we're not going to. It's too long as well. But
very
that was
wholesome. Our friend Peter from acting school. Anyway,
he told that story and I was like,
I believed in love again.
My boyfriend.
Shout out Mitch.
Shout out Mitch. Oh, that's
I just woke up this morning. I'm like, this is it. I'm back. And I actually felt something lift off of me a bit. Like, I think for the past, like.
Were you like closed off to it or it just wasn't around?
I was closed off to it. I'm like, it would only happen if the most perfect person ever just appears. And I've always had that since I was like younger. And that kind of just floated away when I woke up. And I'm like, you know what? Well, love's in the air. It's just always in the air, isn't it? So,
what's the first?
How does that relate to creative work and acting on this podcast, you might ask?
Love is in the air. And in fact, love is everywhere in acting. And you might just come across a role where you need to play the love interest and boom, she's open to love.
You have to be connected to that. That's so true. Like, I think if I was to play love interesty roles right now, it wouldn't be as authentic as it could have been. Yeah. Because I literally feel a slightly different energy, you could say, in my body now that I've kind of clicked back in.
That's actually so true. Like, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, how great are humans? Like, there is nothing better in the world than humans right now. Like, I want everything to do with humans and like, let me do like, and then when it comes to acting and I'm like, oh my God, imagine doing a scene with a human right now. Yeah. Like, and then other days I'm like,
I've been quite like that recently because I don't know, just graduating and then suddenly everyone's really busy and like it's harder to see people and stuck in my room because I don't have a job. And so
that was so good to see everyone last night.
So good. Shout out Ensemble. Let's hang out soon. Ensemble. Everyone come on Thursday night. The Ensemble, not strangers. Thank you. I had a dream last night. I had a dream that have you been to the Opera House? Like, you know, they have different playhouse, like the playhouses, and it's like little rehearsal space. It was like in one of those, and I was like at an airport or something, and I get a phone call from this girl called like, I swear it was like Anna, but it was like different. It was like Anna Na or something. Like, I don't know. Anna. It was something weird like that. We should do a song for everyone at the end so they know we're good musicians. Anyway, we'll do that last. And Anna Na called me and she's like, hey, do you want to come to the auditions for Winnie the Pooh live on stage?
Stop it. Tigger in the house.
It was like something like, I don't know, the vibes of like Monkey Bar Theatre Company, like theatre for children. And anyway, God. No, you'll love this. You'll love this. So I get to the audition.
I hate that this is just a dream.
This is just a dream. I get to the audition and like there's a whole like, it was like a weird like outdoor stadium type, like, but like a mini stadium for the audition. And there was like some other show on stage and I was just sitting there in the audience watching, waiting for like when I got to talk to Anna Nana about the role and stuff for Winnie the Pooh live on stage. And then guess who I see? Guess who I see performing?
Wait, don't tell me, but truly give me a hint. Like, I want to guess this.
Someone that we both love so much.
Does it start with the J?
Yeah.
Can we actually? No, should we say it? Like, what if he actually like
listen? Well, it's good if he knows we love him.
Yeah.
Jack Starkey Gill. Shout out
best for
voice
real.
stager. Actually, there's so many. All the voice stagers are the best.
They're all incredible. But I really miss those scat bands.
Man. Scat bands. And they
imagine if scat bands could just tour like. Wow. I'm so sorry. Okay. Imagine if scat bands could just tour. Like, I would.
That's
be
like
there.
An a cappella group, basically.
But scat's just better.
I want to do one.
If Jack was directing it.
Oh my God. And it was just like a choir, but a scat band choir. And you just go touring to different.
Up.
We could start that. I don't know who'd be interested in watching, but.
Oh no, I'm not going to do a scat band on this. This isn't the right equipment. This is just straight up ASMR. We need to stop this.
But anyway, that was my dream. And then I don't even think I like ended up auditioning. I think I woke up or something. But I really want to be in Winnie the Pooh live on stage.
I would be there. Who would you play?
That's what I was in the dream. I was like, I don't know which role I'm going to go for. Like Piglet?
I don't know that I remember them real good, but
yeah. Christopher Robin? I'd be Christopher Robin.
I just loved Tigger.
T-I-double-G-R. I love that guy. Yeah, I love Winnie the Pooh. I love nostalgia.
What a muffin.
Real quick, I want quick answers only. What is your dreams of life? Acting dreams, singing dreams, family dreams, house dreams. Just really quick at like dot point answers.
Like financial stability.
Real.
Would be so wonderful and brilliant. So real. The script that I'm writing, I really want it to be like a thing that like I can see on the screen and like look and be proud of, and that would just be so cool, brilliantly amazing. I just want to do something with my dad in general. Like I really just want to do that. I want music released and out there for people to listen to, and I want to have be proud of it. Have a following, maybe not.
I can so see you doing it. I can see it so clearly. I really can.
Stop.
No, I really can. Like
I just want that so bad. But also, I want to be in a movie. I don't, like, I'm not fussed if it's a movie or a television show, but like, imagine finishing a project like that with all these incredible humans that you've just loved working with the whole time.
I yearn for that.
Oh, me too.
I really
the
yearn
yearning is real.
It's real.
Like, I want that so bad.
Yeah. There's something that always stuck in my head. I'm still obsessed with Aubrey Plaza, but when I was in a big Aubrey Plaza obsession.
I remember that. That was a big one.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that. That was like during
do you
like
know,
White
it's
Lotus.
only been last year and this year that I've ever like obsessed over celebrities. Before that, I never. Maybe a couple of
Wasn't
musical
Jenna
theatre
Ortega like
stars.
your first?
Yeah, I'm still obsessed with Jenna. Anytime Jenna posts something,
Her
I don't know
memory
why.
is
I couldn't
good.
tell you why. You have a good memory. Yeah. Anyway, but Aubrey Plaza said to, because I always wonder what's my, everyone has a not everyone. There's a religion. There's spirituality. There's blah blah. I don't think I really have any specific thing except do the best loving you can do, have the best joy for everyone around you.
Spread
kind of thing.
Joy where you can.
But then I wonder, like, I think sometimes I feel like I'm missing some sort of big overall all-knowing guidance kind of feeling. And Aubrey said that for her, that's films. Like, if you work on a film for 1 to 3 years and you do it and you're with all these people, you're putting all your time, all your research and thoughts, and it's like her spirituality is in a way is the film she works on and the project she invests into. Because, that's what like acting school felt like that for me a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, exactly. That I love that.
Yeah.
Like, acting school felt like it was so good for my brain and my growth.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why. Because all these amazing human thoughts are going into projects together. Oh my God. That's my dream. That's what I want.
I have this dream of you get all of these creative people. I guess this is kind of a thing in a way, but just I want like one specific world of this. You get all these creative people. Make sure they're all friends and you've got, their families, everyone. You get like this big, huge block of land. Everyone has a house. It's like a village.
Post you sent the other day.
Yeah, like the post I sent the other day. It was like a whole circle and all these houses of like people. But yeah, that and it's like a creative word. And so like you have like a community garden, you have a community theatre, you have a community
grow
thing.
veggies together.
But it's like all people that have really invested in the creative arts, not
Yeah.
like people's lives have been dedicated to it. And so you can kind of just collaborate whenever you want. You can just hang out, or you have dinner parties every few nights with just everyone in that community. Do you know how much of a life that would be?
That would be so fun. But
that's what I want.
Oh wow!
I guess you can do that just
like
as
a permanent
yourself.
Holiday.
Yeah, but it's a holiday, but you're still working.
Yeah,
but that's
what you want. You don't want work to feel like
work.
No.
Life's way too short for that.
Life is genuinely way too short.
horrified
Like
of
we're
that.
on this earth for too little of a time, man.
That's right. What's next? Inspiration. Make sure you're happy. Make sure you're really enjoying the work you're doing and the time you're spending.
And
I
if
know you
you're
have to make
not-
money. But start thinking of other ways you could do that so you can be happy.
For real. And if you're not, let us know. And we can
Let us
give you a
know.
hug.
Everyone send out, if you have problems, we can chat about them on this podcast.
Yeah.
I so want that. I want like a
create our own little community.
Yes. Yeah, virtual. And then one day we all just buy a house in the same suburb and then we're all just a that's a wrap what's next community.
Vibes. Boom. There's a sign saying that's a rap village that way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And on that is a wrap. What's
That
next?
is a
Another
wrap.
episode next week. Thank you so much for coming. This one was so fun. They're always fun, but it's so good
Thanks
to talk
for
about
having me
music with you.
on.
Thank you for being my first musician official.
Anytime, girlfriend.
And all that jazz. And I wish you the best of luck, even though I'll probably be talking to you every
on
day.
Thursday,
And yeah. But
Thanks for having me on,
Everyone follow
guys.
her,
I've
make
loved
sure-
being here. I hope the humans enjoy.
and we'll have her back when her and her dad's TV show's coming out so we can talk about that. And your dad can come too.
Yeah, I'm bringing along.
Yeah. Just come sit there and then
You'd love that. That's fine.
See you guys. Crazy times.